Sharing religion online. 1 in 5 Americans share their faith. Participation in electronics and offline religious activities. U.S. adults participated in each activity in the past week. So new media saw religion shared online, 46%. Shared their own faith, 20%. Old media watched, so watching television, watching religious television, so 23%. Listening to religious talk radio, 20%. And listen to Christian rock, 19%. And offline participation, so sharing faith in a real life setting, 40%. This study was done in 2014 with about roughly 3,200 people. I think those numbers would be up from today, and I think for new media specifically, I think those would be up, and I think the old media would be down. I could be wrong, and I think offline participation is probably the same, if not maybe it's even more, and it's just because now coming out of COVID, people are interacting with each other a little bit more, I think, and so maybe those settings are up. Adults sharing online, nearly 6 in 10 white evangelicals shared something about their faith in the past week. Unaffiliated 18%, white mainline 34%, Catholic 38%, Black Protestant 42%, white evangelical almost 60%, and then we've got the total of 40%. Also, this was done by Pew Research Center. Sharing your faith in the past week can be over almost anything. It can be just getting coffee. It could be, sharing a verse to someone. Real simple things. Young adults sharing. Younger Americans see more faith shared online, while older adults watch more religious TV. I think this is pretty normal. The numbers that are out on this. Saw religion shared online from the ages 18 to 49, 58%. Shared their faith online, 21%. I would imagine both those numbers are up again. I think the study was done in 2014. I think people, especially now in 2023, are more willing to share about their faith and talk about their faith online. Back in 2014, it wasn't like people didn't not share their faith, but I think people are more willing to share it and be more open about it than they were back then. Watching religious TV, 15%. Listen to the radio, 18%. And then listen to Christian rock, 22%. So I think these numbers would kind of be about the same, but I think seeing it shared online, I think would be even higher, and I think people sharing their faith in those age groups would be higher also. Every Christian has a responsibility to share their faith. In 1993, 9 out of 10 Christians who had shared their faith agreed, 89%. Today, just 2/3 say so, 64%, a 25-point drop. This was done by Barna Research, and they redid this survey again in 2017, 25 years later. And back in 1993, when they were asking these questions, they were talking to people, and whose responsibility is it to share that faith? Is it the church? Is it you, who they were asking as the Christian? And a lot of people said it was them as the Christian to share the faith. And now when they asked it again 25 years later, people thought it's on the church to share their faith. And as much as it is on the church to share their faith, it's also on the Christian, because you are helping grow, you are there to be people's neighbors. You want everyone to come love him. Jesus loves us, and he wants all of us to love him. And so from Network and Theology, 3 questions for all Christians are: who's my neighbor? Where's my neighbor? And how should I treat my neighbor? So who's my neighbor? That's a really simple question. That's everyone you kind of meet during your day, your daily interactions. So at work, for me, at school, if I stop at the gas station to get gas, they're technically my neighbor. I can make a smile, I can make small talk, and maybe over, longer and longer time when they finally get to know me, and I can maybe have a conversation with them. Where's my neighbor? That's kind of also where you meet with them. How should I treat my neighbor? How do you want to be treated? That's how you should treat your neighbor. You want to be there for them. You want to be respectful, kindful, loving, faithful, and just helping them and walking them through their faith. And they might not come to you right away, but you can be there for them in the small parts and the little bits, and just helping them through everything. I think these are 3 really good questions to ask yourself on a daily basis to help you really get to know your neighbors and be there for them. From Network and Theology, these are my references. Negotiating Faith and Digital Culture by Heidi A. Campbell and Stephen Garner. Pew Research, Religion, this is the study from 2014, and then Barna Research, which was done in 1993 and then 2017. They linked the two articles together. Thank you for watching.